Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Freddy or Not, where my name is Freddy and I am ready to dive into today's topic, which is the invasion of sewer-dwelling ninjas on the streets of New York, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, they are a group of ninjas. It's literally in the name. But ninjas typically deal with espionage and assassination, which leads me to my question. Have our four brothers ever killed anyone? Or better yet,
are those guys ninjas?
Or are they actually only Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles like the UK believes?
They're certainly ninja-esque.
To find out, I'm going through all the major iterations to see which turtles have blood on their hands. So like and subscribe as we make a definitive list of every turtle who has committed murder, and also get the answer of which turtle kills most often. Starting off, we first have the Mirage Turtles, and as to the question of whether they have committed murder, the answer is yes. They kill people more often than they eat pizza. It's actually kinda crazy. To give some examples, Leonardo decapitates Shredder, Donnie executes Baxter Stockman, Raphael blew the face off some guy, literally had him looking like Terrell getting teleported, and Mikey straight up participates in genocide against the Stracodons. So yeah, you can cross Mikey committing war crimes off your bingo sheets. Moving on, we get to the 1987 Turtles, and when Leo said,
"Turtles fight with honor!"
they meant it. The entire series, they never kill anyone, unless they're a robot, of course. That is, until the final episode. That's right, Donnie and Mikey come through with a buzzer beater, as in the series finale, Donnie says Krang's android body is about to blow up, and him and Mikey trap Lord Dreg with it, leaving him to explode.
Quick, it's gonna explode any second!
So yeah, he's dead. I guess this version of the Turtles went out with a bang.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Next up, in the next mutation, all 5 turtles, they show out a girl turtle, it's a whole thing, they use sunlight and mirrors to kill the vampire Van Meat. Which must suck. Like, imagine living 2,000 years only to die to the next mutation turtles.
Certified turtified.
So let's put them on the board and keep moving. I'm not counting Venus, by the way. The 2003 Turtles. As for these turtles, well, in this one, they never kill any humans. But when the Triceratons come to Earth, the turtles were like,
time to go to work.
And I know what you might be saying. Triceratons don't count. To which I say, why not? They are sentient beings with human-level intelligence. Triceraton lives matter. Hashtag justice for Zog. In all seriousness, though, the turtles clean house. Raphael shoots down 2 Triceraton ships. Leo destroys the Triceraton's vehicle, causing him to literally fall to his death, and Mikey straight up blows up one by activating the grenade strapped to his chest. Oh lord, they're actually on demon timing right now. As for Donnie, he also mouthed up some Triceratons, you know, you had to for the one time. But most notably, Donnie drilled right through Terrell from the future. In the original film series, the TMNT are more likely to fight with food than to use their weapons. That doesn't stop Leonardo, however. And if that isn't enough, well, in the prequel comic to the 2007 movie, let's just say when Leo found out about some child traffickers, he was like,
Hey yo, what the fuck?
and I mean, just look at Leo by the end of it. Lordy, those men ain't breathing no more. So let's just put Leo where he belongs, and let's move on to the 2012 show. In this one, Leo brings back a classic and decapitates the Shredder. Well, actually, to be precise, the censors couldn't show a decapitated head, so Leo was only carrying the Shredder's mask. But this was Super Shredder, and Super Shredder's mask is actually his face? Which means in an effort to censor the show, they created the implication that after Leo decapitated the Shredder, he cut off his face to keep as a trophy, which is way more gruesome. So, yeah, he's killed someone. Mikey also kills Dracula, and his death was pretty grisly, might I add. And Raphael killed Igor. And I know he was a vampire at the time, but he did just throw an innocent man off a cliff, which is kind of insane. And Donnie hit us with
This looks like a job for Old Reliable.
with his most notable kill being when he blew up a Triceraton ship. Now we get to the Michael Bay movies. Yeah, this is one where they're all guilty. They are so guilty. Starting off, we have Raphael literally throwing a shipping container at some foot goons. Nasty work. And then Leo just straight up throws a foot goon into a moving train. Oh nah, lock him up. This is diabolical. Donnie straight up sends a car flying. And look at him, he's smiling. They are not remorseful at all. These are literally roided up turtle creatures on a killing spree. And Mikey, he smashes giant metal nunchucks onto a moving car. The car straight up ends up in 2 pieces. I do not think they survived that. Proceeding to the Archie comics, it seems Splinter raised these turtles with a no-kill rule, but it isn't exactly binding. Future Raph on one occasion tried to kill Verminator, but he survived, and we're not counting attempted murders. There was another occasion, however, where the main cast of the issue were surrounded by malignoids, and the good guys had to hack and slash their way out of it, with Raph explicitly referring to it as do or die. And Ninjara adds, to the death. The only important turtles that were there, however, was Raphael and Donnie from the future, and I'm unsure whether to count a future version of the turtles, so I'm just going to put Donnie in the middle since it's debatable, kind of like half a point, you know? As for Leo and Mikey, they got out of this series with their slates clean. Speaking of clean slates, the Batman TMNT turtles don't kill a soul in either the comics or the movie, which makes sense, they are hanging out with Batman after all.
I won't kill you.
The IDW turtles follow this trend, being pretty openly against killing, with Mikey going as far as to abandon Splinter over it. With the Rise turtles on the other hand, I'm like 90% sure they are murdering the foot recruits left and right.
What if he destroys her instead?
Well, then we promote Jocelyn instead. I mean, we go through a recruit a week, right?
But for something more concrete, we have to look at all the turtles participating in the final attack against Shredder, in which they kill him, mind you. And he was their ancestor in this one, so that's gotta be some form of patricide. And finishing off the list, we have Mutant Mayhem, in which they explicitly state,
Murder is a heavy burden.
and they make it pretty clear it's not one they're going to carry. All in all, the turtles have an average of 5 to 7, with them most frequently being killers rather than not. All except Donnie, of course, who has an average of 4.5 to 7.5, meaning it is in fact he who is the most bloodthirsty of all. It's always the quiet ones.
Try and pull me over now, cop!
Well, folks, that's all I got for you today. Be sure to smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.